Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another installment of Saturday Night Quiplash. Yes, it has been quite a while since I did a Saturday Night Quiplash. I thought, what the hell, let's friggin' jump back into this, because I know that we always have a lot of fun here on Quiplash. It is always just an absolutely amazing time for everybody. I just gotta finish getting... Okay, we've already got our first person in, and somebody cashing in on the death of what's-his-face from Linkin Park, yes. Listen, guys, I'm just gonna be straight with you here. It honestly is tragic that he passed, okay? It is. But I wasn't the biggest fan of Linkin Park, so I guess it doesn't impact me as much. I'm just saying, you know, I'm not trying to bring people down or anything. It's just, I'm not that big on Linkin Park, so Chester's passing doesn't hit me as hard as it hits others. I understand that probably sounds really heartless, but, you know, that's just me. Also, I believe everything's going to be updated in a second. For those of you who have not heard, I do have a GoFundMe page up again for, well, I'm getting screwed out of my short-term disability at work again. So, if you guys can give anything, that would be amazing. The link is down in the link is down in the video's description. If you don't see it there, then you're gonna have to reload the video. It's gonna take a moment for us to get the game rolling as it stands. Where the hell did I put that thumbnail? Yeah, I'm still working on like thumbnails and all that fun. Here we go. Alright, so who do we got in here? We got me, we have R.I.P. Chester, Dammit Nuts, Hawkster, my twin, Matt. Is that Soul God? Solagod? I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. I really do. Head over to the watch page. I want to make sure that everything's coming in fine. Let me grab an earbud quick. Okay, yeah, everything's working fine. Alright, as we wait for two more players, if you're new to how Quiplash works, and you want to join in on the fun, by all means, you just gotta head over to jackbox.tv and enter that room code GMME, and you will be able to jump in on this game. Soul God. Okay. Alright, so I got it. So I actually got it right the first time. Awesome. Set my controller down because I'm not going to need it for this game. Get over to Jackbox. Make sure, yep, I'm all set there. Once more, as we're waiting for our final player to join, whoever that final player may be. If you guys are able to give to the GoFundMe, or if that doesn't work for you, you want to give on PayPal, I have links below in. I have links posted for you. They are down in the description for this video. Please, anything honestly will help, because I'm a little bit cash strapped right now, what with my medical issues and my upcoming surgery, which I still don't know when that surgery is going to be. I still have to go to the seminar on Tuesday. Hopefully I'll be able to give you guys some kind of an update around that time as to what's going on there. More people talking about Chester fucking Bennington, which I guess fine. I mean, again, I personally am not a big fan of Linkin Park. It sucks. It seriously sucks that he's gone, but it doesn't hit me that hard personally. So I guess that's just me. So, waiting on a final player to join us, because I'm used to going eight players. I don't think I've ever played with just 7. That would just feel weird. Okay, Patrick, I'm just gonna state this right now, because this happens so often in these streams, and you copy-pasted that from the last stream I did, I know full well. I'm sick and tired of people asking about whether or not movies are going to be, you know, banned from reaction and review. So, since you felt the urge to ask about Wonder Woman, Spider-Man, and Logan, okay, fine. All three of them are banned because you asked. Good God, just... I have asked constantly that people not ask me about movies that are still in theaters or are not out on Blu-ray, but you know, that still doesn't stop you from asking about those three, one of which has only been in theaters for, what, 2 weeks now? Jesus fuck, dude, just be patient. If I feel like covering a movie, I will cover it. I really didn't have any interest, well, I had zero interest in Logan in the first place. I don't really give a crap about, you know, Spider-Man, and Wonder Woman I wanted to watch in my spare time anyway. So thanks, dude. You saved me. You saved me the hassle of thinking about covering them by, you know, asking if I would ban them. So, fine. They're banned. Happy now? I really don't mean to be a dick. That's just sort of how I am, so... Still waiting on an 8th player. Once more, if you've never taken part in a Quiplash game, believe me, this is really a whole hell of a lot of fun. You got to go to your laptop, your smartphone, your tablet, whatever the hell. Head over to jackbox.tv, enter in your name or whatever name you want on screen, and enter the room code GMME, and you'll be able to join the game, which is always fun. Those who do not make it into the game will be able to make it into the audience. The audience is able to vote on answers also, and that scores even more points for players. There we go. Now we're starting to roll here. Okay, so it's time to kick off the first match in tonight's Saturday Night Quiplash. Let's do this. I think I can turn my TV up a little bit.
Welcome to Quiplash. I'm Schmitty. Just throw your jacket anywhere. Me game es su game. I want each of you to give 110%. I got a lot of money on this. Remember that your entourage and hangers-on can play along by joining the audience. Audience votes count. This is round 1. You are about to see 2 prompts on your device. Type something hilarious or not for each one. Then everyone gets to decide if your answer is better than someone else's.
Also, for those who have never played Quiplash, it is akin to everybody's favorite card game, Cards Against Humanity, except you get to enter your own answers. So... And I'm in. How am I doing? I'm doing fairly fucking well. All things considered, you know. I honestly can't really say that I'm feeling great because, you know, I'm still in a great deal of pain. But oh well, I'm slowly. This is going to sound really sick, I know, but almost getting used to the pain. The pain that comes from this hernia and moving around and trying to do shit. I'm almost fucking used to it, which... that just sounds horrible. I know, it sounds sick. Anyway, let's see what we get for quips.
The only way out of Mississippi is to blank. Okay, voting time. Pick your favorite.
Review and react War of the Planet of the Apes. First of all, dude, it's react and review. If you're gonna do that, please at least get them in the right order. And wouldn't I have to watch the first two, you know, first? Because I haven't seen any of the new Planet of the Apes movies. I actually bought one on Blu-ray a while ago. I got it for like, how much did I get that for? Like $4? Still have not watched it yet. Bam!
Next, a bad thing to hear after yelling hello into a deep cave. Ready, set, vote!
I've always wondered what a skinny me would look like. Well, believe me, dude, hopefully, you know, after fucking all of this, we will all find out. You know, it already feels, you know, weird already being about around fucking like 30 pounds lighter than I was like a month ago. Like 25 pounds, 30 pounds roughly. So, I mean, it already feels weird being that much lighter.
Next on the list, tip, take your large movie theater beverage cup home and use it for blank. Put in your votes.
Okay, I think I can ban him. He's just being a little pain in the ass. And you're blocked. Yeah, I kind of sort of thought that Jizz Preserver just sounded too fucking disgusting. A man has to have limits, you see.
Moving on, the way to celebrate being honored as Zoo Employee of the Month. It's voting time.
So how is everybody doing tonight? You guys always ask me about how I am, and that feels awesome. So I guess now it's my turn to ask you guys, how is everybody doing? Okay, and apparently there's a thunderstorm going on outside. I just heard a loud crack of thunder. Not sure if Mike picked it
an
up.
awkward thing to say to the naked guy next to you on the bus. Okay, vote.
I just saw somebody in the chat say that it was raining over there. Who was that? That was, just saw it. It was Dag. Where exactly are you at, Dag? Because I know that there's, like, storms, like, everywhere right now. Like, U.S. and England apparently both have a lot of rain going on, like, everywhere.
Next prompt. The last thing a center wants to hear the quarterback whisper.
Arizona. Cool.
Vote now.
I guess I should also mention, for those who are curious, because I mentioned it twice earlier, I'm gonna probably mention it a few times over the course of this stream. But for those of you who missed the recent update video, I do have a GoFundMe up, because cash is a bit of an issue. Oh baby, look at that. Anyway, that GoFundMe has currently raised $200. That feels awesome. I want to thank everybody who's given. For those who haven't or you don't know about it, the link is down in this video's description. Please, by all means, swing in there, and if you can give anything, awesome. Well, this one here's pretty easy, but then again, that's because I've actually said one of these two phrases. Well, at least the audience swung it. And I do like
Next one.
Nickelback.
The worst time to hear a camera go off. Time to vote.
Speaking of Tommy Wiseau, have you heard about the Disaster Artist movie? I have heard about it, but I really don't know a whole lot about it. I know it has something to do with Tommy. I think isn't it actually like a movie about the making of The Room or something? And just how Tommy's like out of his fucking gourd. Because that would actually be, I think, a pretty fascinating movie. Because I have heard stories about the making of The Room.
Round one's done. Let's see who's in the lead.
Baby, yeah, look at that. First place. Yeah.
Round two is here, so let's double the points and bonuses, shall we?
All right, next two prompts. Let's see. Yes, I did. Game isn't working for you anymore? Shit, man. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Time's running out. Use a safety quip if you need it. Cool, let's see what's what. Starting us off, the worst question to be asked at a lifeguard job interview. Okay, use your device to pick your favorite.
Is the server for Friday the 13th still ringing messed up? You know, it's really kind of weird.
The worst excuse for ditching your date.
The only times that I have problems getting into the only times I have problems getting into games is when I'm trying to stream it. It's weird. Well, both these are really stupid reasons to ditch a fucking date. I'm curious as to which one is going to take it. And I should mention that the reason why I went with a MASH marathon on AMC, I actually was going to put there's a MASH marathon on Sundance, because there is a MASH marathon on the Sundance channel, like, right now.
And vote.
What's wrong with MASH? Nothing, dude, but I just want you to think about this. Now, the prompt was the worst reason to ditch a date. I want you to imagine that you are on a date and suddenly it dawns on you, wait a minute, MASH is on. So you flee the date to go watch a 20-year-old show. I kind of figured that was a safety quit. Do I still have the Godzilla game on PS4? Yes. I haven't touched it in a long time, but I do still have
Next in the hopper, the worst interrogation would have a good cop, a bad cop, and a blank cop. Vote on your devices.
Have I seen trailers for City Shrouded in Shadows? No, I haven't. Honestly, I've never even heard of City Shrouded in Shadows. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Your next prompt is, warning, the government allows school lunches to contain up to 4% blank. Next up, the name of a support group for men who can't grow beards. Put in your votes.
Did I see the Dark Tower yet? No, I haven't. I honestly am kind of interested in seeing it because I did get to read the first 3 Dark Tower books, I believe. And it is a fascinating series. It actually is one of the most complex that King has written. I don't mean complex as in the story is real deep and everything. What I mean is that it is that the whole like, Dark Tower mythos wound up like permeating like 3/4 of his
books. It would be
books.
weird if aliens arrived and the first thing they said was, "Take us to your blank." Time to vote.
Both these answers suck. I wouldn't say that they suck, but you could probably have come up with something a little bit better. American Gods, I have not seen that. I barely know anything about. I don't even know what channel it's on. Or is that one of those ones that's on like Netflix and I'm never going to care about it because I don't have Netflix?
Coming up next, to become a billionaire in mere days, simply blank. And vote.
Well, look, guys, I totally understand that it's a new show, and I'm slightly familiar with it. I mean, I've seen like something about it. I just don't know where the hell to watch it. Like, is that one on like FX or AMC or like where the hell does it air? It's on Stars. Okay, see, I don't think I have Stars.
Let's see who's winning now.
Wow.
It's round 3, the last lash. I've got one prompt left, and you're all getting it. Come up with the phrase this acronym stands for.
Come up with a full name for the acronym KPL. right, let's
All
see
right,
what we
here's
get
the
for
board.
KPL.
You get 3 medals to award to your top 3 quips. Give out your gold, silver, and bronze medals now.
Okay. Gold goes to that. Silver, yeah. And bronze. Yeah, we'll do that. What do I think of Hollywood Undead? I know for a fact I've listened to a song or two by him. I couldn't
Show
show
me the silver and the gold. Okay, let's change those medals into points.
Alright, let's see how this goes. Good game, guys.
It's over. Let's see the final
Oh,
scores.
dude, that is fucked. In the chat, Crystal Knock produces lulls. That is fucked in the head, but hilarious. So, that was the first game. Not too bad. Let's get our second one started here. We have to go back to the start because I want to guarantee that we get a whole new crew, or well, maybe not a whole new crew, but give other players a chance to join. Alright, so now we just wait for an audience to possibly join in. What the hell, let's dive in. Game number 2.
Welcome to Quiplash. I'm Schmitty, and I have nothing better to do right now. Only one of you can win the game, but all of you have my respect. Most of you have my respect. Time for round 1. You'll score points based on the percentage of people who
How
preferred
tough are
your
you,
answer.
Corpse?
Have
I
at it.
don't know, dude. Okay, just have to change this one just a little bit. Do I remember Shaman King?
Okay, here
I
we
tried to
go.
watch it
Up
once.
first, there will be blood
It
too.
really wasn't my
Blank.
thing personally.
Okay, select your favorite quip.
How am I doing? I'm doing all right.
Okay, next one. Something enthusiastic you would yell at a Smash Mouth concert. Okay, vote. Up next, a sign your marriage may be falling apart. Vote away.
My thoughts on Shrek. I've only seen the first one. It was really good. I just haven't had a chance to watch any of the sequels. I think all these people who are making fucking memes out of it and constantly referencing it all these years later are sad human beings who need to learn to get a fucking life, but hey, that's just me. So.
Moving on, the quickest way to rid yourself of a tapeworm. Get to voting.
Man, I'm not really digging either of these answers.
Next on the list, a campaign slogan guaranteed to get you elected president. Ready, set, vote.
Well, Heat, I mean, you are totally free to try to join the next game. I honestly am not able to guarantee you a spot, because that's not how this game works. You have to get in as fast as possible. That's kind of sort of the thing. Everybody, honestly, is free to, try to join. I mean, I honestly am not going to tell somebody no.
Next in the hopper, the title of the book that's never checked out at the library. Vote now.
Yes, it is Jackbox.tv. Dude, it says it right on the screen up in the corner about joining, the audience. It's got the link right there.
And next, your secret recipe for applesauce is to simply blank. It's voting time.
Okay, I was feeling kind of nauseous earlier, but that answer's kind of turning me a little here. Ugh.
Next in line, the only thing you can remember from inside the womb. Ready, set, vote! That's all for round one.
First round
Here's
is
the
over.
scoreboard. Round two time, and look sharp because I'm doubling all the point values.
Oh, okay, I was wondering what the hell was going on there. Wow, both those answers sucked. Anyway, my thoughts on prison school. Wasn't that fucking anime that every single childish retard was spurging out about because they made a fucking Gamergate reference in English? Fucking dub. Is that the one I'm thinking of? That's all anyone ever seems to fucking talk about is that one goddamn line? As if that somehow has some bearing or meaning in anything? Okay, good. I really have nothing to say about it because the only thing I know is oh boo hoo wah wah Gamergate.
A get well card for someone injured by a robot. Okay, choose your favorite. Next, the worst picture to see framed in your grandmother's house. Get to voting. Your next prompt is the hardest job to do while on roller skates. Vote now.
kind of figured. I kind of figured that one there was a safety, you know, quip, because it was kind of awful.
And next is what the 13th month would be called. And vote. Moving on, the only way to truly kill a bedbug is to blank. Put in your votes.
Anime besides Dragon Ball Super has gone to shit. The very fact that you think that Dragon Ball Super is somehow good, dude, makes me kind of question your tolerance level there. Because anime should have fucking evolved well beyond the faggotry of Dragon Ball years ago.
Next prompt, the brand name of a patriotic line of diapers. Okay, vote.
Well, kind of seems that both of us were kind of, you know, seems like both of us were kind of left high and fucking dry on this one, dude. Any recent anime that I like? Well, I mentioned this during my last stream when me and Duck were talking. Lupin. There's that all new Lupin, the fucking third series, which I absolutely love. So at least there's that. I really haven't watched a lot of newer, you know, anime just because I don't have the time.
Gold, but the best way to make
I found myself watching other things because, you know, anime always comes off as kind of, well, hang on, let me get this vote in. Anyway, like, because I look at a whole lot of current, you know, anime, and the only thing I ever hear from people is just a bunch of pissing and moaning about how this series is awful, this series is bad, you know, there's too much of this over here, and, you know, frankly, I'm just sick and tired of hearing all of the bitching. It's like prison fucking school sucks because Gamergate fan fucking service, and Dragon Maid sucks because they added lines about the patriarchy. You don't have to watch the dubs. You can just watch them suck. Shit, who cares?
Pass down to your children. Vote on your devices.
Did I watch the Showbiz Pizza commercial? Which one, dude? There were hundreds of Showbiz Pizza ads back in the 80s. You're gonna need to, you know, specify a little bit more.
Round two is no.
You've been a fan of anime since you were 11? Dude, I honestly have been a fan since I was about 4, when I used to watch Voltron as a kid. Thing is that I can totally look, you know, back on older shows, like I can go back and watch like Voltron,
Round three has
Robotech,
the last
all these other ones, and have a lot of fun with them. I really can't say the same about a lot of current shows.
Follow these wordlash instructions.
Come up with a romantic comedy film with the word dump in the title. You know what also kind of bothers me personally? Is that it still bugs me that people try to say, or people try to treat anime as if it's something special. It's not. Anime is simply cartoons. Alright? I don't know at what point people decided that it had to be treated like its own separate thing.
Time to take a look.
Because it's not.
Pick your medal winners now.
Alright, let me throw down my votes here. But anyway, because I happen to remember when I was a child, again, I was a kid born in the 80s, and we would look at stuff like Voltron and Speed Racer and Gigantor and Robotech, and we would treat those the same way that we treated Looney Tunes and Thundercats and Silverhawks, because we didn't give a shit. It was all cartoons. And even years and years later, when Sunday morning syndication saw things like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and all that shit drop,
silver,
it was fine. I mean, everybody was willing to just call them all cartoons. And nowadays, if you try to fucking do that, if you basically try to say that there is no difference between, say, that there is no difference between, say, like, Transformers animated and, say, like, Hellsing, all of a sudden people get all flipped out and pissy, and I still don't understand why. It always bothers me whenever people try to come up with this bullshit thing that anime is somehow sacred. It's not. The fact there are people out there who like to try to differentiate it from other forms of animation is nothing short of sad. All animation is equal, be it freaking US, Canadian, Japanese, French, English. There is nothing ultra special about, say, Dragon Ball Super that does not suddenly make it different to, say, Danger Mouse. I'm just gonna leave it at that. How much weight have I lost? Well, I really haven't weighed myself in the past week, but I can still say that, at least according to the medical records and everything, I mean, when I was weighed at the hospital and all that, 25 pounds. Lost 20. I've probably lost more since then, but I really don't have a proper number. Excuse me, so I can't really give you a straight up answer. This will be the final game tonight, guys. I just want to make you all aware of that because I'm actually feeling kind of tired because I've been kind of up and about for the past few hours. Well, Transformers and Hellsing are pretty far apart, to be fair. If we're talking genre-wise, yes, but otherwise they're still just cartoons. You see, I could also have gone with, say, there's nothing different between, say, like, Sailor Moon and Steven fucking Universe. They're both shows with very similar, shit. The only difference is one of them is Japanese and one of them is American. There's no other real difference betwixt them. Alright, let's do this final game.
Hey, it's me, Schmitty. Listen, I slept on my neck funny again, but don't worry, I'm good to host the game. Ow, ow. I'm okay. Looks like the gang's all here. Guess I'll press this big red go button. Here's round one. You get points based on the percentage of people who like your answer, and a bonus if you get more votes than your opponent. Go!
Am I allowed to drink or no, since I'm trying to drop the weight? What do you mean by that exactly, dude? Booze. I actually have not been told if I can drink booze or not, but since I honestly am not much of a drinker anyway, it really doesn't matter. So. Thoughts on the cartoon community? The cartoon community on YouTube is a fucking cancer. And the sooner that they all fade into fucking nothingness, the better. That's really about all that I can really say.
Hurry, hit the safety quit button if you can't think of something.
Someone's having some troubles with coming up. There we go. There you are, Hawkster. You're in. Yeah.
Great. Let's see what we got here. First up, the worst tattoo to have on your butt would consist of these 3 words. Okay, pick your favorite.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll go for this one.
Next up, what a drunk traffic reporter would say. Vote away.
Does the hernia still hurt? Yes, it does. Every single time I so much as move, it hurts. Which is why I can't wait for it to get fucking corrected. Who knows? Perhaps honestly, while they're doing the gastric fucking bypass, maybe they'll be able to fix the fucking hernia too. I don't know.
And vote.
My thoughts on Cartoon Network and Adult Swim. I really don't watch either of them much anymore. I mean, I used to watch a lot of Cartoon Network. But seeing as in how the network now has scheduled everything down to about 5 fucking shows, it's not really worth tuning in anymore. Adult Swim is fine in small doses. It would be nice if they did more than just, wow, I actually thought that answer would have gotten more. Anyway, it would be better, I think, if Adult Swim would actually program an entire night instead of just 4 hours of or like 3.5 hours of content, and then the same 3.5 hours but in a slightly different order with some goofy bullshit slapped in at 3 a.m. That, I think, would be awesome if they could actually program an entire night. I know for a fact that they used to. Saturday nights have turned to shit. And again, that's more simply because Toonami essentially has Lupin and nothing the fuck else. Because I don't care about Dragon Ball. I really don't give a shit about fucking Attack on Titan. I don't give a crap about whatever Gundam fucking show they're shoveling out this week. I really don't care about JoJo's Bizarre whatever the fuck. There's really nothing there for me.
Get to voting.
So I find myself nowadays, if I'm watching TV, I'm either watching the news or I'm tuning into any of the retro channels. Okay, how about Heavy Metal and Akira? Thank God, someone who actually isn't trying to differentiate anime from other animation. Heavy Metal is a fantastic movie. I love it. It is a fantastic mix of Oh god, what in the fuck? What the fuck were all the countries involved in making heavy metal? I know for a fact that there was a segment that was made in,
Next on
well, there are a
deck.
few segments that were made
You
in
know it's
Canada,
love
a
when
couple
you
in the
don't even
U.S., a couple of them in
hesitate when your lover
France.
asks
It's a
you to
fantastic
blank.
film, love it. And Akira is a legendary
vote.
movie. Again, love it. So. You know, and that right there, going back to the whole anime is sacred thing. If anime was so fucking sacred and everybody treats it and everyone treats it like it's this unquestionable thing, how the hell do people slip in things like heavy metal into the mix when there is nary a Japanese anything inside of heavy metal? Some of heavy metal, I believe, was also British. I do know for a fact that the entire cast was from fucking Canada.
Less scary title for the movie Jaws.
And the movie's amazing. Heavy metal is one of my favorite films of all time. It was something I pretty much like grew up with. So, what does heavy metal have to do with Akira? I don't know, man. Someone asked about both of them. And there really is nothing similar to them outside of they're both sci-fi animated films. And they're both great. Anyway, continuing back with this, I guess I might as well continue on this little dominating the chat. Is, again, if people say that anime is something special, why the hell did they slip a lot of non-anime shit in there with it? Avatar is not now and never will be considered anime by the usual standards of, you know, being Japanese. Same thing goes with Teen fucking Titans and Ben fucking 10 when that gets sometimes lumped in there. So it's like, again, this right here is why I always have to kind of giggle whenever I hear people try to talk about, you know, anime as being something special. What about Aeon Flux? What about it? I don't think I've ever seen enough of Aeon Flux to actually care, personally. And as for that RWBY Ruby shit, I have zero interest. But again, that's because I haven't cared about anything from Rooster Teeth in years. Isn't friggin' Aeon Flux French? I believe it is.
Round 2 is straight ahead, and that means all points are doubled.
Here we go, round number 2. Oh god, I feel horrible about that. My second answer is horrendously dark, and it's gonna piss off NASCAR fans. So, anyone out there who's really into fucking NASCAR, you are gonna hate me for that second answer. I'm actually kind of happy with it, though. You hate, you know, NASCAR? Oh, good. That means then you actually might get a little bit of a laugh out of it.
Time's running out. Use a safety quip if you need it.
You don't think NASCAR fans can comprehend proper English?
All right, let's
good.
get to
Yeah,
it.
that actually is a pretty fair
The
point.
Riddler asks on a first date. Okay, everybody, pick your favorite.
How is the diet going?
Next,
It actually is going
what a caveman
pretty
says right after
friggin'
sex.
well.
It's voting time.
Of course, though, that also is because, again, the pain from this friggin' hernia gives me almost zero fucking appetite, so I don't really feel the urge to eat, like, ever. So I gotta force myself to eat whenever, so... Otherwise, I've been mainly just on liquids. Just been drinking a lot of water and fruit juice. Got my hands on some Coke fucking Zero yesterday, and that's pretty good.
Okay, next one. An alternate name for meatloaf. Ready, set, vote. Next prompt. What the guy who used the first toilet said. Put in your votes.
So I certainly hope that you guys have had, you know, a lot of fun tonight. Like I said, this right here is going to be the final game tonight, and I'm going to probably go lie down and try to read a book or watch TV, or, well, there is still that MASH fucking marathon and Sundance. Maybe I'll tune into that. Who knows? This honestly, though, has been a hell of a lot of fun. It always feels good to be back on YouTube and entertaining you guys.
And next, a weird thing for a baseball umpire to lean down and say to a catcher. Moving on, a sex position for ghosts. Get to voting.
And once more to those who came into who've come in recently and you're curious about those links you see down in the video's fucking description. If you guys can help out, that would be great. I currently have a GoFundMe going for my current medical what have yous, and if you cannot give on GoFundMe because of what country you're in, or because of payment methods, or whatever have you, I also do have a PayPal link there. Anything
Next in the
given
hopper,
would be great.
something somebody named Dale would say. And vote.
And I don't know what the hell Lee is babbling about in the chat, where he just keeps posting stupid names equals quit fucking early. I don't get it. I don't care. My thoughts on Doug friggin' Walker now. I don't have any real change in thought, dude. I haven't watched anything of Doug's in years. Why? Because when I find things that I don't like, I don't watch. How am I doing? Well, I'm actually feeling kind of sick right now. There's why this is the last game tonight. But otherwise, I'm doing fine.
we've reached the end of round 2. Let's see what happened. That's
Final
right,
round
it's
of the final
3,
game.
the last lash. Look alive, because you're all getting the same prompt this time.
Has the hernia made me vomit? Kinda, yeah. Quite a few times.
Come up
the pain
with
has
the
gotten
full
so
name
bad
for this
that-
acronym.
Good luck on the surgery. Oh, dude, I honestly am hoping that after that seminar, I'm hoping that they can get me in for surgery as soon as possible. Just because it's actually getting to a point where I just can't take all this pain anymore. I can't take the pain. I can't take being this heavy. I totally understand that gastric, bypass is just going to help with the weight loss, but that might actually help out in general, just my general feeling. Thoughts on Chris Raygun? Well, I'm subbed to him, and I find his videos to be incredibly entertaining.
Everybody's in.
So,
Choose who gets a medal now.
all right, what do we got here? Okay, I'll give that one there the gold. And bronze. Perfect. Do I enjoy the Cinema Snob? I really don't watch him, so couldn't tell you. I mean, I've seen like maybe 2 friggin' videos from him, and while those videos were okay, they really weren't enough to get me to sub, so. Plus, they also really weren't enough for me to go back and want to watch more, so.
Great, let's see where those medals ended up. First, the bronze. Here's the silver. And now the gold. All right, let's turn that into cold, hard points. That's the game. Let's see the final scores.
Wow, I ended out in 5th. Alright, Craig, dude, good fucking job, man. So, that, guys, is going to do it for this installment of Saturday Night Quiplash. It's certainly been a pretty fun hour and 10 minutes. Hopefully I'll be able to come back next week and do another Saturday night stream of maybe this or God only knows what. There actually was a game I downloaded a while ago. I still haven't touched it, which I know has a interactive streaming thing. The game is called, what the hell is that game called again? It was called, I got it really cheap on a sale. The game is called Akiba's Trip, which is one of those, whimsically bizarro Japanese games where you run around and you strip fucking chicks of clothing while running around friggin' Akihabara. And apparently the viewers are able to interact with the game itself by typing shit in the chat and causing it to happen in the game. I'm actually going to look into that more, and if it sounds fascinating enough, I may just stream that next week. I'm not really certain. So I want to thank you guys for coming out. I'm going to go... Oh, wait, hang on a second here. Kuma actually has that game. How is it? Because I still haven't played it yet. Just going to wait for an answer from him if he does answer anyway. Well, anyway, while I wait for an answer from him, I can continue my... Sorry, a network error occurred and your room was destroyed. Okay, that was weird. Anyway, that's gonna do it, guys, for this stream. I will see you guys next week. Hopefully, I'll have something else up soon. I've actually been thinking about working on a few other videos. Really can't tell you much else beyond that. If I happen to get any other updates involving, you know, my health or anything else along those lines, I will totally let you guys know. So that's gonna do it here, guys. Take care. See ya.